With the Season 2 roadmap being dropped, the backlash from the community has been immediate. But let's be honest, this isn't disappointing because of what's missing, it's disappointing because of the delusion behind it. DICE and EA are clearly out of touch if they genuinely believe 2 maps, limited time modes, and a handful of weapons would meet player expectations. That speaks to a disconnect between the leadership there and the reality of what the Battlefield community actually wants. But the community isn't blameless either. This content was almost certainly planned long before the game even launched. Expecting DICE to suddenly have a pivot, overhaul a season, or add meaningful expansion to the content that's there in such a short window of time is just unrealistic. Even if you look at Season 1, it's unlikely there's a large pool of finished, ready-to-ship content just sitting around. You can't criticize a studio for pushing out unfinished content repeatedly and then demand that they rush more out of the door. And a lot of this outrage feels kind of performative in one way, because the community, but especially a lot of the content creators, spent a while hyping this game despite the glaring issues. Even with the beta, netcode problems, weak map layouts, and shallow gunplay were just brushed aside. Part of that hype obviously came from the fact that we haven't had a truly strong shooter in this space for years now. People were so ready for something to be good that the idea of a great Battlefield game took over, which led to a lot of idealizing and overlooking the game for what it really was. We put it on an impossible pedestal, and now that reality has set in, people feel like the rug was pulled out from underneath them. Anyway, with that being said, I don't think this is the end for Battlefield 6. Season 3 could be a real turning point if they increase the content and it's good. But it's going to take time either way. Realistically speaking, I think it's going to take 6 to 9 months before this game is in a much better state overall. And even then, Battlefield will need to be consistent with their updates, having meaningful content in order to rebuild trust and bring players back. And even then, some players probably won't return at all, and I don't think that's something that they can fix at this point, at least not with this game. But I'm curious as to what you think. Do you feel like us as Battlefield fans have our expectations just too high? Or is it that DICE just isn't delivering, or maybe some combination of the two? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one. RAMTEID out.